Alright, welcome back. Working on getting all the alignment pins put in for all the control surfaces. I'm working on the rudder right now. I went ahead, put the pin in the rudder, slid it down, marked the actual fuselage, and drilled down. I'm about to install this piece. I had to put the paper tube in there. Essentially what you do is, if this is your pin coming in from the rudder, you slide this rod in and it kind of locks the front end, and that rod goes through that paper tube that's glued to the ply. And what I'll do is I'll go ahead and install the pin, put the wire through it inside this piece and glue that in place, and then once this is dry I'll take the pin back out, take the aluminum tube out, and then glue it into the rudder itself. Also, you have to take, there's your rudder, move your rudder out of the way here, drill you a little hole, 4mm hole, and then mark the fuselage with your rudder, and then you got this blind nut with a piece of block that's going to glue inside, and then you'll just have to move that out of the way and use a screwdriver to tighten that. So you've got a lock in the back, the alignment pin in the front has a lock on it as well, so that's what keeps your rudder on. And then of course you got your center spar here, which is what this is pivoting on. Next I'm going to put the elevators on, or stabs, and then do the same thing. A little bit easier than the rudder because once you do the alignment pin, then you just drill through the top of the stab through the aluminum tube and put a screw in on the top and bottom. So you'll have a screw on top and bottom at the end of the tube, which keeps the stabs from moving out off the actual aluminum tube when you're flying. And then I'll move on to the main wings. Last night I did the Festo fittings for my gear and my brakes on both sides they're in. And I also cut this open here. The ply was already cut, it was just the skin, and you can see quite a gap there, so this skin's doesn't sit against that, but I opened that up because it'll let more air, because your gear is in this area right here and it's open all the time, so air will come up through the wing in through the fuselage right into the turbine, just to give it some more open air, because your inlet is essentially this size right here on both sides, it goes right in. So but I'm going to mix up some glue this piece in and glue that block in real quick, and I'll move on to the stabs. I'll get some more videos once all that's done. And I got the tail on, got the pipe mount, so I'll go ahead and, if not tonight, definitely tomorrow, I know I'm going to have to trim up the turbine rails just a little bit, not much, just to kind of get probably 1 centimeter, so 1/2 centimeter on each side, to get the P200 to sit in there. And then once that's in, and I know I'm going to have to push it all the way forward to give clearance for the pipe. So worst case I have to extend these forward a little bit more, but hopefully not, we'll see. But that's it for now. I got some of my, I don't know if I already talked about this in one of the other videos, but finally got this guy installed. It's hard to see, and I got the tank in with the vents. Just got to cut the Tygon and attach to the vent line, and it's hard to see, but get this out of the way here. You can kind of see it there. There's just a long 3mm screw, has a piece of fuel tubing. There's the mount to the power supply, and then on the bottom there's a nut. So it's kind of got like a vibration mount on it, and it secures it. Doesn't need the vibration. It was just a easy way to secure that in without gluing in some wood blocks. I also, you can't see it from this side, but the inside railing that the gear door sits against, painted it green, matches perfect. Yeah, and I'm pretty sure they talked about this in the other video, but it's a sublime green, and I'm gonna go ahead and paint the retract covers and the aileron covers this color. So, but you guys have a good one. I'll get back to this and I'll get another video later.